End of day 7. And I do believe we have a completed project. Refer to video 1. There was all brush you couldn't even see down there. That's gone. The brush that was here is gone. We put a flower bed in for him. There's some stumps that were here. There's one here, one there. They're gone. Some more mulch here. Mulch there. We trimmed back the ornamental grass that was here. These crepe myrtles were getting taken over by vines, and English boxwood was in there too. We got rid of the English boxwood to give the crepe myrtles a better chance. We pulled all the vines that was up and through here. We had all done by hand. There was some vines, some wild grapevines that was taking over this azalea bush as well, and some wild grapevines that were taking over this rhododendron. We hope this rhododendron will come back now that the branches can be exposed to sunlight. This garage, you couldn't see it. You couldn't see that it was a 3-car garage here. It was completely covered with vines. It's gone. There was a tree that was above this, Aucuba japonica. This is one of my favorite bushes here, Aucuba japonica. I think it's from Japan. Cut the junk trees that were behind it out and the vines that were on there off. Ground this stump out that was here. There was a wild mulberry that was there. We got rid of that. There was some more wild mulberries growing up here. We got rid of that. Just wild grapevines here and here, and they grew all over that bell. Didn't even know it was a bell there. Had no clue it was a bell there. All right, we also got rid of some junk that was here. And this was the main event. We had several trees that were about as tall as this one that were right here in this area. They are gone. And we had brush that was as tall as I am. 5 to 6 feet tall, in some places 7 foot tall. That's all gone. This whole area was either trees or 7 foot tall brush, which is gone. Stumps are ground out completely. There is no stumps left in this area. All right. We had some really tall trees that were up against this house. They're gone. Mostly walnut. All right, there was also quite a bit of trash. We got rid of that as well. There are more 3 and 4 story and 2-story walnut trees back here. Those are all gone. It's in these piles here. And this is going to be good firewood for whoever wants it. All right. I commend this customer for lowering his carbon footprint, and instead of having us haul all of this debris away, he did the natural approach, which saved him some money and also is helping the planet a little bit. All of the nitrogen that's in these wood chips is going to go back into the soil. And before it does that, it's going to act as a weed suppressant to prevent any of those weeds that were growing up from growing back. All right. So in about a year's time, if he's thinking about grass, these wood chips will aid in that process because they'll begin to break down by then and give the soil the nutrients that it needs to grow whatever he wants to put back here. There was a bunch of bushes along this fence. We ground out each one of those stumps that were along the fence as well. All right, so you got a real good blank canvas to do with whatever you want to do with. And you got time thanks to us recycling these wood chips back into the soil. Fresh wood chips, freshly cut wood chips are going to act as if they are still living. And they're going to first deplenish whatever nutrients and act as a preventative from anything else growing up. Once they begin to decompose, then all of nitrogen that they've sucked out, preventing grass and weeds from growing, they're going to start turning it right back in. So while you figure out what the next step is going to be You have some time thanks to this. Wood chips that are turned back into the soil. And now it's low enough where whoever is mowing this can just raise their deck up a little bit and mow whatever would try to come up, little tiny weeds and vines that would try to come up, and they can mow it without fear of hitting any stumps or anything like that. All right, it's free and clear for them to do whatever they need to do.